Adam Kay was a junior doctor and is now a comedian. In This Is Going to Hurt, he gives a funny but alarming account of his time working in an NHS hospital. He describes a life of long hours, lack of sleep, poor pay, broken relationships, exhaustion, and limited resources. It sounds grim, but in the tradition of Richard Gordon and Doctor in the House, Kay manages to enjoy the comic characters and absurd circumstances of his work. The book is very funny, but it's also a warning about a health service at its limits, not always able to keep its impossible promise. You'll laugh, and then you'll be very careful never to be ill. Tombland is the 7th novel in C.J. Sampson's Shardlake series. As ever, his hero, a hunchbacked barrister in Tudor England, is reluctantly drawn into a murder investigation. This time, the stakes are high. His client is a young princess, soon to be Queen Elizabeth I. The investigation takes him to Norwich, where the establishment is corrupt and the villains are utterly ruthless. Shardlake is a very appealing detective. Among all the period detail of 16th century England, the court intrigue and the religious violence, he observes and deduces with the disappointed hope of Philip Marlowe or Sam Spade. Anthony Beevor is one of our most eminent military historians. In Arnhem, the author of Stalingrad and Berlin the Downfall has assembled primary sources on Operation Market Garden, the Allied attempt to take the bridges of the Lower Rhine in 1944. Famously, they went a bridge too far. In the tradition of the Light Brigade and Dunkirk, the offensive was a heroic failure of the kind the British love to celebrate. It delayed the end of the war, cost the Allies much in blood and treasure, and, as Beevor reveals, mutilated the courageous Dutch population in German reprisals. Beevor has selected contemporary reports from British, American, Polish, Dutch, and German witnesses to provide a fascinating insight into what the German general Kurt Student called the last German victory. If you shake a vodka martini rather than stir it, the ice melts too fast and the flavour is diluted. Other than that obvious mistake, James Bond is still the most stylish servant of the crown. 007 is once again reinvented in Forever and a Day, Anthony Horowitz's second novel about Ian Fleming's suave and savage spy. This is the story of how Bond got his license to kill, replacing a previous 007 killed in Marseille. He fights organised crime, saves the world, and gets the girl, all in the pleasant surroundings of the south of France. And of course, there is a casino, a chase, glamorous girls, gadgets, and that poorly mixed cocktail. Bond, the world's least secret agent, is on top form in this prequel. Horowitz has imagined the youthful nerve of our favourite spy.